All right, what's up, everybody? How you guys doing? We got Hawken versus Superior for the grand final match of this Odyssey tournament. It's been a fun one. We've seen a lot of the same gods. I'll say that. We've seen quite a bit of Ratatasker, quite a bit of Susano. Both, you know, premier picks, as the Amaterasu was banned out this game by Hawken. He definitely saw that match between Superior and Jabber and did not want to repeat. So he figured, get rid of the Amaterasu and I'm safe to pick the Rat here. And Hawken's been talking up this god a lot. You know, he's been playing him recently. He said that he thinks that he's one of the better gods and that, or he thinks that he's underrated at least. And we disagree. But yeah, he thinks that Rat's underrated and that he can, yeah, they should be placed a little bit higher in materials and such. And I think that he can take this matchup. This match should be close in general. Because I don't know who will win this one. Straight up. This one definitely could be anyone's game. And I think it's going to be a more interesting game as well than some of the ones we've seen today that have unfortunately been just oh my god, the reverse shells. But wow, what was that? No, I feel like Hawken waited so long on his 3 there. Maybe it was just on cooldown for that entire time, but he finally used it and just misses the stun on it. Not getting the full damage and not getting the follow-up autos. So Superior able to take that, and that's rough because you expect to win that level 3 exchange as Ratatasker in most cases. The only gods that really should beat you in it are like Owilix, maybe Susano though. Yeah, so it's tough. Robin, Fenrir. But I think it's far from over. Both of these players have, you know, fought long and hard to get here. I think either of them is keen on giving up a game off of what first played. So, like I said, especially not in a position like this where it could definitely be anyone's game. Ooh, that was a weird step from Superior, walking right into the creeps there and giving Hawken the opportunity to just give them that dog pile. But I'm not sure why he I don't know, weird. I felt like Hawken could have kept going there, but I guess with the creeps he didn't figure that he'd have enough and that, you know, he'd just be getting too much damage from them. I mean, right now you can see it already. The creeps are so relevant at this stage in the game when you don't have any defense yet and you have very low health. A very low health pool, I mean, overall health. I know, right, Cosmos? There's a lot of good gods that have gone unpicked in this tournament. We'll see next game if there's any sort of switch up. But we have seen some Raijin, which has been really cool. Some Fenrir. We're gonna see some Thor. Come on, guys. Not really. Thor sucks. Personally, I think Fenrir probably beats both of these gods. Just in the head-to-head. They might have better overall matchups than him in the head-to-head. I don't know. Fenrir is a weird one. Ooh, smart. It's crazy how long Rat can stay up there. Oh my god, he baited himself hard. I'm not sure why he actually went in. After he put out the teleport and he knew he had that option, like, there's no way he's gonna miss that. There's no button input that you have to do. Like, you don't have to angle anything correctly. You just press 3. So it takes a little while for Rat to land, so there was no reason to try that ult. If anything, he should have tried to ult onto the teleport destination for Superior. So yeah, a little bit of over-eagerness from Hawken to just try to even things up. He wants to get back into this match. You know, he doesn't like sitting at this deficit. Ends up making the wrong decision there. there are 2 bans of Eve. I don't think they banned Fenrir, but... Ooh, this is a big ult again from Spear. I think he's got a shell of his own, so... Yeah, either way, Hawken is done there. This is not going his way, and I don't think there's any way that he can... well, I shouldn't say that I don't think there's any way he can come back from this, but I think it's a very uphill battle from here on out, because Susanoo is one of those gods, you know, like an Ullr, that, you know, when snowballing is incredibly hard to fight into, and Rat is one of those gods that from behind looks very unimpressive. You know, his damage is not, it's just not enough to get these kills. He can get setups with his ultimate into his 3 and still just not do enough damage. So it might quickly get to that point. I wouldn't be surprised to see an early F6 from Hawken if another kill goes Superior's way uncontested. Izanami's mostly been the first ban for everybody for this tournament, which definitely makes sense. Yeah, there were 2 bans each. Superior's just talking trash here. You see him? He's talking trash. I saw Susanoo was mumbling shit. He said your mama's nuts. Alright, it's only appropriate that the game breaks. Oh, I said that. Fair play. Fair play, Smite.exe. Fair play. Fuck. I'm so sorry. That really sucks. Alright, we're gonna try to get it back real quick. God damn it. But at least it was kind of, you know, at least it wasn't a nail biter. Luckily for me, those kinds of crashes or anything only happens when it's a kind of a one-sided game, or we're just starting up a game or something. Yeah, I've been wondering about humbots too. I would love to see some humbots. Okay, first game already finished. Looks like Superior did, in fact, find that 4th kill. I'm a genius. This is what I do. I predict things, you guys. They call me Nostradamus because I know what's going on. All right, Superior got the 4th kill, uncontested. Hawken F6. He said, let's go on to the next one. Easy. We'll see you there. I'm hungry. Block the picks. Block the picks. That's right. We will block the picks. And future. And future in the house. What? Did I ever show you guys this? This is my man right here. He's hype as hell. They did a really good job. Look at that detail. My god. Oh. Right? Good. Gotta show hat mask for this. Forgot about that. And it's very fitting. for this game. Because Ymir is here. Thomas Aquinas. The fuck? Alright guys, what's up? How you doing? It wouldn't be a sub tourney if it didn't involve a Ymir. Let's go. Hawken on the Ymir versus Superior's Chalk with the beautiful Odyssey skin. I love this skin. Love the effects. Cool to see this because it's definitely some variety. I've heard Ymir's been picked in the event. We haven't spectated one so far. And he's been banned before. He was banned in the last game. Superior banned out Hawken's Ymir. This time, he was like, homie, you were so free the first game that I'm going to let you have your comfort pick. And he just gave it to him. So, we'll see if that comes back to bite him. Frost bite him. Apologies for last game breaking. I don't know what the hell happened. Hawken is a very proficient Ymir. I'd rank him in the top 5 Ymirs for sure right now. Superior, getting, you know, oh. Did you see that guy? Alright. That damn monkey. Just clinging to the screen. Alright, yeah, so Superior definitely at a loss in this early neutral against Hawken. Before his healing starts to come online. Then Hawken really has the upper hand. Look at the frostbite autos just do so much. So yeah, Hawken looking a little bit healthier right now than Superior, but both of them have been shipped down to their one chalice apiece. Ooh, see, Hawken always does stuff like this. He just goes all in, and I feel like it never works out when I do it. Hopefully it doesn't work out for him either, so I can justify me never doing it. Oh, he can't use his one, but he's good anyway. God damn. Yeah, see, like, I feel like it doesn't work out when you do that because you don't hit the wave. Especially, you can't decide to do that when the enemy hits 5, you know? When that's the wave that you're going to hit 5 on, you absolutely can't prioritize the enemy instead of the wave. Now, he's got to be very careful with how he steps up here because he's incredibly low. But yeah, shout out to the shell saving him. Superior having nothing else up to take him down. Hawken's definitely going to lose that red buff. I'm surprised he didn't use the wall here. I think it's always good to, as Ymir, use the wall to stop the creeps from going in positions like this. Because it saves you a lot of gold. Oh no, that's bad. And he can't wall under himself because he doesn't have the boot. Ooh. Wow, so not starting boots 1 on Ymir is actually a huge handicap. I've never run into the problem before, and I usually don't start boots on Ymir because I go for the 4 pots. But this man definitely just showcased why starting boots 1 on Ymir is actually super important. There's certain gods you should always start the boot on. Mercury, one of them. Gods that you just don't need the 4 pots on in general, you know, where you don't need that much mana. Ymir, you know, he does need the mana. It's very helpful for him to have it. It's like gods like Thor and stuff. I love having it on too. But yeah, the way that Ymir's wall works, he can't wall beneath himself without boots 1. Otherwise, he will. Oh, going for the big play here is Hawken. Surprised he didn't go immediately for the ult. Oh, he's going back. All right. Okay, there's the wall. Yeah, or else he'll actually wall himself in instead of walling right behind him when he does that. Superior cannot believe what just happened. He said this big ice cream cone just walked up and took my shit. And he walked away. Not only did he walk away, but he walked back to pick up the shit that he had forgotten. And then he walked away. And that's a good look for Hawken because he picks up both blues. Means if he comes out in the lead in terms of that buff rotation, and that cleans up a little bit of the experience and gold loss that he had. It looks like Superior's going straight for the Ankylo, which, like I talked about before, is a great item right now because of the stat changes that it got. It also works very well on someone like Ymir, who doesn't have a poke game, you know, it's all melee range abilities. So if the Ankylo is procced, Ymir's, you know, almost always going to get hit by it. The damage not doing as much anymore from Hawken. He opted into cooldown boots instead of pen boots, and that's going to hurt him a little bit. Wow, that was a great 2, though. The Glacial Strike is very hard to hit on, you know, a moving target like that. Chalk, a little bit of a larger target. You know, he's not as elusive, but he's still. You have to, you know, you have to plan that. You have to. Ooh. Wow, smart ultimate from Superior, but he may have gone the wrong way. No. Oh my God, he knows that the wall is up for Hawken, so he doesn't want to risk going the wrong way with it. But Hawken ends up finally using it there. And, you know, not the way he wanted to.
So hot. The mere dripping.
Oh, wow. I can't believe it. He just kind of outweighted Hawken and got enough damage from the creeps, because the creeps were a major factor there. They spilled into the jungle and started messing Hawken up while he was fighting Superior. Given that he was, I don't know, he was even on his own side, too, of the jungle during that fight, and the minions were in there. That was super awkward and unfortunate for Hawken. Dark Reaper Superior over here is looking to close this out, man, 2-0. It was smart of Hawken, though. He put his 2 down. He was hoping that Superior would teleport to it, back over at the red buff where he died, and decided, you know, if I'm going to go down, I'm going to try to take him with me, but it did not work out. No teleport. Came through. Whoa, that was a quick 2. It was a weird-looking one. This is tough now. I do think that on paper, Chalk wins this matchup. Overall, just, you know, he's got the sustain game. That's something that Ymir can't really account for too much. And Ymir also has a very hard time against gods that can consistently slow him. And that's, I mean, that's Chalk. Ooh, that Ankylo actually works so well against Freeze, too, preventing you from following up with your Glacial Strike. And that's a, you know, that's a proc that you have up a lot. That looks like a Ymir Destroyer item right there. I don't like that. But you might be able to, well, once the freeze is a higher rank, you can probably outweight it. But at the early stage, it's pretty impactful. You know, just what that item gives you alone is really strong. See, okay, there, it's good enough. Yeah, no, it looks like you still have enough time. There might be a little wiggle room. Big damage from Hawken, but the Chalk ult making him mitigate so much of that damage. Let me see how much that is. 50%. Wow. I thought it was like 30. Yeah, that's crazy. So every time he uses that, just having the damage from Hawken's ult, and that is so impactful. Ooh, no mana here. Other than Chalk passive. He's gonna have to auto attack a little bit, yeah, to try to get something up here. Hawken's got to play, but he's afraid of the superior damage here. But yeah, I don't think he should be, right? He should just go the fuck in, kill his ass. But Superior's fighting through this. He doesn't have enough auto attack to kill him. Jesus, look at these raw glacial strikes from Hawken. A lot of respect being shown to the Chalk autos. With a breastplate there, I felt like there was no way that Superior could have fought into him, but I don't know, maybe I was wrong misvaluing the situation. Both of these guys definitely just tiptoeing around each other with these big bulky gods too. It's pretty funny to see. Hawken definitely wishes he had a blink right now. Oof. Wow, he really slipped through. No, what? He did no damage with that, and that's because of the cooldown boots. Like I said, pen boots I think would have been the play here. Given he's going straight into breastplate anyway, he would have the cooldown shortly. And sure, cooldown in general was very helpful for Ymir, but when you know you're up against a guy that's gonna go heavy defense off the bat. The pen boots really, they really show up in a situation like that, and you know, show you the difference. Because sometimes it seems so minimal. People are like, you know, why even go the pen boots? Might as well just go cooldown boots so I have like an actual stat, because the pen is so small. But it's really not. It comes out to quite a little bit in the early game, you know. In the late, sure, it's basically useless, but in the early game, through even the mid, it can be quite noticeable. I'm surprised is why Hawken's not autoing him after he uses the freeze. You know, he's silencing him, but that doesn't mean he's disarming him. Nice, very smart. Oh, but he meant to actually, I think, hit the creep with the 2 as well, and he didn't. And that means that Superior actually takes down that blue. That's the worst. Losing your own blue in that kind of situation. I'm pretty sure, right? That's not his blue? Wait, is that his blue? You guys? I don't think so. No, I'm almost positive it wasn't. It was gray. And he's, yeah, no. It's not his, not his. So yeah, that's, you know, just insult to injury there. Losing the fight, being forced to use your ultimate. There's the freeze that he wanted. You can see that, and Kile really throwing him off a ton. Yeah, a lot of the better warriors, and not just better warriors, a lot of the warriors mid-game, middle of the pack warriors even, like Amaterasu, well, I guess Amaterasu is more of the higher tier, but yeah, Chalk as well. Alright, so not even the OP warriors, but the higher tier warriors even give Ymir a really hard time. So it's a bold pick in this tournament for sure, given that those guys are up. Maybe you can ban them out, but there's a couple available with the Chalk, the Amaterasu. Actually, I'm not sure who else. Like here, he should be able to fight against. I'm not sure exactly how the matchup goes, but you see Hawken fighting back into this real well. Still, you know, still got his heart set on taking this with the Ymir, and it looks like he's gonna. Yeah. All right, there we go. Yeah, it looks like he finally takes the kill off of some crazy aggression from Superior, like just flat out nonsense. No reason to be aggressing that hard in that situation with hardly any mana. It was nonsensical. But Superior, you know, with this big of a lead, and you know, probably in this matchup as well, feels very confident. I'm guessing he also baited the... Oh, that's a smart play. Be able to get to that red buff in time. I like it a lot. I'm guessing he also baited the Ymir. Like I was saying, he banned it the first game, and he knows that Hawken wants to play it, so he let it through the second time and picked Chalk, and I guess that, you know, that was pretty much it. He said, I can go a very tanky god with some incredibly reliable sustain, an ultimate that halves yours. And you can even use his ultimate just to immune the freeze too if he needs to. Clutch scenarios. So I like that he's gotten this auto attack build, but he needs additional defense on top of Ankile. It's not a full defense item. I think he might have got that off slightly before the ult started, but I'm not sure. Chalk's ult starts up really quickly with the oh shit. Wow, Hawken just battering the man right now. I can't believe he's yeah, I think he just got a little too confident with this build. He went straight into Titan's Bane and then into Hasty Katana, foregoing another magical defense item. Like I said, if he had just gone like a Bulwark or a Shoguns or, you know, something a little bit more substantial than the 50 magical prots from Anchile, it also doesn't have any health, so, you know, it's, yeah, overall just lacking as a primary magical defense item. It is a hybrid, you know, it has the physical power and the cooldown as well. So yeah, he's fighting with just the hybrid and 2 damage items. That's major underestimation of what he's up against in Ymir's overall damage. So that allows Hawken back in this quite a little bit. He's so slow in that. Like I said, that is the death of Ymir, so he's got to be careful with that as this goes forward with the auto attack. I do think that slight lapse in judgment there from Superior on the build helped Hawken out a lot, but as the game gets to later and later, it's not going to matter too much if Superior plays a solid strategy. The Katana is the right move too, especially with his slows. He's got Katana plus slows, which equals, you know, Ymir is not going anywhere. Surprised he hasn't had another 3 this whole time, but as you can see, that's another aspect of it that sucks for Ymir. It makes it that much harder to hit those raw glacial strikes that Ymir had been hitting in the, or that Hawken had been hitting in the early game, because now Superior's got extra movement speed and the Fatalis proc giving him even more off of that, so he's dancing all around you. It's almost impossible to predict, you know, exactly where he's going to be, and he can almost weave out of the way as you place it because of how much movement he's got off of that. It's the death of Ymir, man. It's very difficult to fight into these auto-attacky warriors. Even though Chalk, you know, isn't one of them, he can build it. There he goes with the Genjis now. So now he's finally got a, you know, a solid full defense item with the 70 magical procs and 150 health. Now he's cooking, and yeah, now there should probably be rarely a chance to drop another kill to Hawken. It's gonna take a lot from Hawken to find something here. I like the build that he's gone with the Divine Ruin and the double defense. Otherwise, he's just gonna get, you know, just run over if he doesn't have this double defense, and you know, he can't go into a stacking item. Like, he needs to win earlier, if anything. And Superior will just destroy him if he even the freeze becomes that hard to hit when there's that much slow and Fatalis in play. Oh, that was smart, so smart from Hawken. Glacial striking in front of him because he knew that's where Superior would be. Oh, but unfortunately, just dropping that there. He's gonna go down. What a good attempt, honestly. Like I said, there's not much you can do into that matchup. Superior with the picks, man. He picked really well throughout this. That first game, though, was all Superior's outplay, I gotta say. I think that matchup could have gone either way. It's probably slightly Susano favor, but Superior definitely earned the wins. And GG. Really good stuff to both of these players. It's good Ymir play from Hawken overall, too. Great to see. GG.